March 21st. I'm at Bryant Park and gonna head out to Snoop Island Preserve. There's the boat and kayak launch at Bryant Park in Lakeworth, and there's Lake Avenue Bridge. Snook Island's 118-acre wetland restoration project created 11 acres of mangroves, 2 acres of oyster reefs, and 3 acres of salt marsh grasses within the Lakeworth Lagoon. Crossing under Lake Avenue, and I'm really starting to feel a current here. The tide must be going out. Snook Island Preserve is straight up ahead. Here's the Snook Island Boardwalk. This is the kayak launch. Got lots of mangroves lining the bank. Water is pretty murky. Can't see more than a foot down. The preserve is home to the American oyster catcher, common snook, crabs, green sea turtles, and West Indian manatees. Got the Lakeworth Beach Golf Club, and the Snook Island Preserve is starting here. The Snook Island Preserve habitat area. It's a nesting island for American oyster catchers. See a couple on there. Nesting area for these birds in the preserve. In the inland waterway, the ocean water flows in through inlets and mixes with fresh water from the inland canals, and it creates brackish water, which is a critical habitat to many plants and animals. Just saw a green sea turtle pop up. Just went under. Here's the clubhouse and another island coming up. Saw some egrets and lots of iguanas. Passing another island and a few more up ahead. Over 250 species of fish like the common snook, pufferfish, and bonefish live in the lagoon. There's lots of oyster beds in the waterway, and oysters are filter feeders and remove algae, microorganisms, pollutants, and particulates from the water, and it can improve the water quality. Over 100 species of birds, including raptors, migrating birds, wading birds, and shorebirds, use the waterway for food and refuge. 10 o'clock, passing the last island and heading north to Southern Blvd. 10:15. Reached the north end of the golf course. I'm gonna continue north towards West Palm Beach. Some pretty beautiful homes along here. And as usual, the wind is starting to pick up this time of day. 10:25, little inlet going in. .30, still heading north, and this is the channel going into Lake Clark, West Palm Beach, and there's Highway 5, and just beyond that is Highway 1. And there is some rocks down there also. And I can see Southern Blvd crossing the inland waterway way up ahead. It's getting a little bit choppy out here as I head north against the wind, which is picking up. And I rode my bike along here yesterday, and I see the bridge at Southern Highway is up. Wind is really picking up. Some cormorants. Bridge is getting pretty close. You can see Mar-a-Lago sticking up there. Getting pretty close to the bridge. lot of beautiful homes along here. Reach Southern Blvd, and Bingham Island Audubon Preserve is to my right. And there's the drawbridge. 11:25, I'm heading to the east side of the inland waterway. Mar-a-Lago is straight ahead. Bingham Island Audubon Preserve is to the right of me. There's Mar-a-Lago. I'm gonna head alongside it. Hopefully the Secret Service don't go after me. The Bingham Island Audubon Preserve up ahead. I just pulled ashore. There's a Trump rally going on here because there's Mar-a-Lago and Donald Trump is home today. And there's West Palm Beach, Mar-a-Lago. Been a helicopter just hovering over Mar-a-Lago area. I think they're security, Secret Service maybe. 12:03, just finished lunch. I'm gonna go check out the Bingham Island Audubon Preserve. Pretty cool in here, right near all the Southern Blvd and kind of a secret little cove back in here. That's the east side of the inland waterway, and I'm gonna head back south on the east side of the inland waterway back to Lake Avenue, Lakeworth. Exploring more of the Bingham Island Preserve. I'm going to head ashore on Bingham Island, see if there's any buried treasure on this island. Came ashore on Bingham Island, do some exploring. Pretty thick in here with mangroves. Coming to the end of the Bingham Island Preserve. I'm going south along the east side of the inland waterway, and there is some gigantic mansions along here. There's a gorgeous place. There's Hunter's Island. That is a mansion. Ibis Island is straight ahead. Like that with this kayak. Bottomed out on coral. There's Ibis Island straight ahead, and there's a lot of coral reef under me right here. Ibis Island. Walking along this area by Ibis Island. I'm gonna check out these mangroves. Too shallow for my kayak in here. Tide is down, so I'm having a hard time getting through here. Here's the bridge from Ibis Island to the mainland. Finished passing Ibis Island, and there's Lake Avenue. Got a golf course to the left on the east side of the Waterway, and a few more islands, and I'm coming up to the Snoop Island Reserve to the right of me. This section is all high rises, condos and hotels. Lake Street Bridge dead ahead. Made it to Lake Avenue, and then across back over to the west side to Bryant Park. More fishing platforms, and I'm going to go head back to the boat launch. Old sunken sailboat. $2.20, made it back to the landing. Bathrooms over there. The Snook Island Natural Area and Lakeworth Lagoon. It's the north end of the park. And boardwalk over here I'm going to walk down. The library. Boardwalk goes into the Snook Island Preserve, and there's no fishing allowed. And there's the kayak launch down there. Mangroves going along the edge. There's Lake Avenue. There's the end of the boardwalk. Snook Islands are out that way. Place to lock your bikes. And here's another boardwalk going out along Lake Avenue Bridge, and you can fish off this boardwalk. Fish cleaning station. There's a small marina where you can dock your boats, but no overnight docking is allowed. There's that pelican at the cleaning station, and the end of the boardwalk. Gonna continue on to the south end of the park. Here's the bathrooms, drinking fountains, parking lot, and there's plenty of parking. Hasn't been full at all. There's a little library box and the boat ramp. Boat and trailer parking costs $15 a day, but it's free to park your car all day. Got horseshoe courts. Another boardwalk down this way where you can fish. The end of the boardwalk, and the park continues on to the south quite a ways. Got a outdoor gym here. Drinking fountains. And the south end of the park, they have playground and a gazebo and more parking down on this end. Pretty empty.
I got on the swings. This is the first thing I did. I was there.
Bathrooms and gazebo. And this is from the south end of the park. The north end is all the way by Lake Avenue Bridge over there. And there's my kayak, and I brought snorkel gear but didn't get to use it because the water was way too murky. Are you guys enjoying Bryant Park tonight?
Yeah.
It's a great place to relax.